Hey everyone, welcome to this part two of a three-part series on mortgages. We talked last time about how much of a mortgage is too much. This week, we're talking about when is the best time to start repaying your mortgage aggressively. Now, this whole video series of three came from one of our podcast listeners, Sam. Thanks for reaching out, Sam. If you have any questions that you'd like me to address, please be sure to pop them in the comments and I'll do the best to address it if I can, when I can. Now, in the last video, we talked about the dangers associated with borrowing too much and too little. This time, we're talking about when is the best time to repay your mortgage aggressively. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the third and final installment and all the other good stuff, of course, that we have. But let's get started. When it comes to mortgage repayment strategies, and if that's the first time you've heard of the fact that you can get a strategy to repay your mortgage, then I'd encourage you to learn more around this because you can. But when it comes to mortgage repayment strategies, it's really important to recognize that everyone's financial situation is completely different. So, buying a book on how to repay your mortgage in 7 years, written by someone who did it in five, well, that might work for some people, but not everybody. Even this video might work for some, but not for everyone. For some people, paying off their mortgage aggressively from the beginning makes a lot of sense. Whereas for others, well, a more measured approach is the way to go. Now, let's explore the various factors that you should consider in determining the best mortgage repayment structure for you. Because I can't tell you what you should do, but we can talk about the various factors that are present. Number one, timing and life stage. Many first time buyers in their 20s and 30s, especially, or I guess even early 40s, is now increasingly what we're seeing with first home buyers. Well, they often feel the pressure to pay off their mortgages really fast. But it's crucial to strike a balance between making mortgage payments hardcore and saving for other important financial goals, such as maybe starting a family or making home improvements, renovations, or investing. For some, aggressive mortgage repayments might be more suitable later on in life, perhaps when the youngest kid that you might decide to give birth to is in school and you're allowed to turn the tap on and have two joint incomes in place. It's a lot easier paying off your mortgage with two incomes rather than one if you're a couple, right? Number two, mortgage size and future plans. If you plan to sell your current home and buy a larger one in the future, it may be wise, no guarantees, but it may be wise to focus on reducing your mortgage now. And that might seem a little bit counterintuitive because why repay something that you're just going to take out again when you take your next step? Now, this approach can save interest, like getting rid of your mortgage faster actually can save a ton of interest. But that's not the main benefit, and that's not why I would suggest you consider it. Reducing your mortgage faster or overpaying your mortgage can condition your cash flow, or it can train your budget to handle a much larger mortgage payment in the future when the time comes to upgrade or do a significant renovation. Much better to try before you buy and to prove to yourself that you can actually do it before you get there. For example, paying another $1,500 per month could get a $500,000 borrower used to having a $750,000 mortgage instead. So another $1,500 a month on your mortgage payment will get you used to servicing another amount of $250,000. Makes sense, right? Prepare before you get there. Number three, investment opportunities. Allocating all of your extra income towards mortgage repayments may mean missing out on better investment returns elsewhere. Opportunity cost is what that's called, right? Higher risk investments such as shares or crypto or investing in startups, they may actually offer really significant returns over a long investment horizon, which is what you have when you're just starting out. The best time then to acquire these investments isn't later on when you've got the income to throw away at these risky bets, which is what most people do. It's actually right now when you can afford to buy just a little bit, but lock it up for a really long time. Time is always the best cure for these things rather than money and risk. If you do all three, well, that's pretty good too. Now, balancing mortgage repayments with an investment strategy like this can help maximize your ability to build long-term wealth better. Number four, financial security and risk tolerance. Some individuals may prefer A lower risk strategy by focusing on aggressive mortgage reduction. The payoff may not be as high as it would be by investing and keeping your mortgage payments on the down low, I guess you could say. But at least your return on that investment, that of repaying your mortgage and saving on the interest, at least that return is certain. This approach is particularly appealing if you plan to make a significant money move in the future, too, and you want to minimize the impact of market volatility on your finances. Similar to that other option, if you are thinking about doing a sell and upgrade to a larger home, then you don't really want to take a chance by investing in things that might go up in a yo yo. You kind of do want to invest in a sure thing. But in conclusion, there is no one size fits all approach to mortgage repayments. Each individual's circumstances and priorities will determine the most suitable strategy. Don't get locked into buying somebody's program here. It's really important here not to prioritize one part of the strategy to build wealth at the expense of another part. Whether you choose to aggressively repay your mortgage from the start, or you gradually increase your repayments over time, or balance the mortgage payments with other financial goals and investments, well, it's up to you. And it's essential, though, to be mindful of your unique situation and long term financial objectives. Hey, now don't forget, we have an amazing special offer here for all of May and June. We have a phenomenal discount on our New Wealth Foundation's online personal finance course built for the wealth builder in mind. There is an offer code in the description. Use that at checkout for a massive discount at checkout. And all of May and June, we are doing free weekly webinars, 12:45 every single Wednesday for all May and June. So check out the link in the notes, sign up to New Wealth Foundations, and I'll hopefully see you there. See you in the next video.